thousands of wannabes who could barely wait to flee school for a full-time football career.
Glasgow Rangers is a Scottish club, and the supporters want Scottish players on the park. So part of the thinking behind this is bring the best young Scottish players into Rangers Murray Park and then develop them till first team players.
Today, Charlie swapped his training gear for a new suit. He and his parents are on their way to Ibrox for an appointment with Jan Derks. Dad, Charlie Sr., graced Thistle, Arbroath and Brechin during a 10-year career playing part-time. Young Charlie has no plans for the lower leagues of Scottish football.
In the past, the players were signed when they were 16, 18 and they came from boys' clubs, schools. But since a couple of years, the SPL has developed the Youth Initiative program. And we are part of that program. That means we have 13, 14, 15 and 16-year-olds in 4 different squads. The boys are in from 6:30 at night and they train indoors and outdoors 3 times a week. And they have quality coaching, and what I can see is they develop very, very quickly. But we have to look younger, so what we have is also select players under 10, under 11, under 12.
Stop, sit, back you. Well done, well done.
They don't play for Rangers, but they have coaching from the Rangers youth staff twice a week.
In and out every marker, stop cheating.
So when you're 10 and you're very, very good, you can play for Rangers.
First I began to play at Rangers when I think I was about 9. I was scouted by Billy Marshall and Billy Duncan. I couldn't take it in right that Rangers were scouting me, and it took me a while to get a knock in the head to realise that what was at stake really. It was a shock to see what stuff you were getting, like your Nike boots, Nike trackie, your bags, and you were getting that for nothing off a team that I supported, so it was brilliant.
Again, Jordan, open yourself up so the angle's on for you to get that. Take it away from there, well done.
With 13s at their age group, the emphasis is on skill learning and to learn the basics of the game, practice the basics of the game, practice it in a fun way, and learn also eventually the tactics that are involved with playing football. I mean, I think the boys take it very seriously. They're on a bottom rung of a very high ladder. They've all got aspirations to be professional footballers. So when we say it's fun to learn, but we learn in a serious way that these boys know that they've got targets to set. They all want to become professional footballers. From their point of view and from the parents' point of view, it's a very serious thing altogether.
I used to be just running about, kicking the ball about in the street and that, so really now it's 3 nights a week training, 4 all in, and just takes most of my life up, but it doesn't bother me at all. Football is my life really. If I didn't have it, then I don't know what I would do.
No more red ash pitches for teams. One of the first to reap the benefits of Murray Park.
From the moment that I arrived here, I was so surprised that there were no facilities at all, except a beautiful stadium and beautiful club, but without facilities for the first team, but also for the youth team.
Well, Dick made it quite clear that if we wanted to bring younger players in for the future, we couldn't go to rugby grounds and have people breaking ankles and spraining ankles. And he said if we wanted to invest in the future, that was necessary. The basic fact is no club in the world can afford to keep being a net spender, 20, 30, 40 million pounds every year. So we realised we've got to grow our own talent, and I genuinely believe that Murray Park is probably the best financial investment Rangers Football Club has ever made. I think that the facilities are as good as any. And Dick would confirm that, I think, after being involved with PSV and the Dutch national team.
There's no doubt that comparing with Holland, this is the best facilities there is. In Europe, one of the best, definitely.
If they don't grab this opportunity with the incentive of getting the opportunity there's no future for football in this country. We at Rangers have laid a foundation for other clubs to follow and young footballers to come here and hopefully one day pull on the blue jersey of Glasgow Rangers.
Have a good journey?
Yes.
Okay. Wee bit wet?
Small bit of rain.
Yes. Let's go up. Welcome at Ibrox. You know, it's a big day, very, very important day for you, because Charlie will sign his first professional contract as an apprentice for Rangers. We'll give you a 3 years contract from now till December 2004. The other thing is Dundee, Glasgow is too far to travel every day, so you will be in digs. And what we will do is we pay the digs straight to the landlady. So it's not pocket money, Charlie, it's money for the landlady. In the period of this contract, when you will play your first match in the first team, and hopefully you will do, then there is a bonus. And the bonuses go up every time you play them. And for every game you play in the first team, there is £1,000. It's all up to you, up to Charlie. If you perform very well, Rangers will look after you very well.
Back out again, back out again. One! Well done, David, good.
This 14 squad has 4 or 5 standout performers. Developed together, they could become the nucleus of any side and the holy grail for a football club. A whole crop coming through at one time. Schmeichel fan Callum is their goalie talisman.
Ambition is to make it to the first team. Even though I don't make it right through the first team, if I get to the 18s, 21s, I can always go somewhere else. But I just want to be a football player. So I want to be, I've always wanted to do it. You have to be, I've got to be a goalkeeper, you have to be daft. 50-50s, can't pull out of challenges. I don't know what it is, it's always been like at Andy Gorham. It's always been like, goalkeepers are always daft, that's what people think. Most injuries I've had is just stupid injuries. Just know them right warm-ups and stuff like that. Just mostly I've had some problems with my groin. Groin strains on each side. I've had staved thumbs, dislocated fingers, suspected dislocated fingers, stuff like that.
Oh, stop! Go on, finish it then! 3 footballs on that orange marker, go! John, 3 footballs on that orange marker, well done. Hodgie, well done.
Hodgie is like a centre midfield, he's strong, he can play with the ball, he'll set everything up, he's everywhere.
Well done. Hang on. Don't open up too early, Paul, well done, 1, 2. It's on, there you are, come on, 4D, where are you? Line side run, 4D. Man on. 4D, that's not clever enough, 4D!
Wee 4D, wee ginger heated boy. No, I like 4D. He'll try 100%, he'll give 100%. If he was a bit bigger, he'd be a great player.
4D, there you are, 4D, it's a bit tight in there. Well done, 4D. And again.
John does all the work. He's a great player. Some turn.
John, you're in! Finish! Brilliant, well done. Back off him, Gabe. Well done. Here he is. Strike! Good save. Well done, Callum.
I'd love to play for my country. But Rangers is really the most important, man. Trying to get through to Rangers. I would love to, it's a big bonus to play for my country.
Finish! Good strike. And rebound!
This is a contract that we have to sign. We have 2, one for you and one for the club. Before signing, I think I have to tell you something else. This is not my first signing. I had a lot of players on that part of the table, and they were all outstanding when they were 15, 16. And some of them never made the first team, for whatever reason. Most players who don't make the first team, it's not about their football abilities, but everything is mentally. If you cannot decide as a 16, 17, 18-year-old that football will be your work, and you will still have your life, bar life, drinking, girls, whatever, then you won't make it. I think I have to say this. But on the other hand, you've shown that you're very determined. You want to play for Rangers. You came twice a week from Dundee by train and late at night back. So you showed something, and that was another reason for us to sign you. So the football side is okay. Up till now, the mental side, you're tough enough to make it as a player, and therefore I think we can sign you.
At 18, a few players are on the verge of superstardom, but most of them will never make a first-team debut at a top club.
They all come here with dreams, and they all want to be the Beckhams and the Giggs and the Van Nistelrooys. But there comes a time, and it's not today or tomorrow or suddenly, but it's a process that the boys understand. My dreams are not the same as what I produce on the park. So these boys are in 5 days a week for training, full time. A combination under 18, under 21. And the coaches of the teams are John Brown for the under 18s and John McGregor for the under 21s. It's always different what we look for, but both John is on that side, John McGregor on this side. Normally I stand with one of them. Tom McLean comes over, and then we have 4 coaches that watch 25, 26, 27, 28 players. So they are assessed every minute of the day.
Still, that pass is coming, and they're coming to shut that pass off. You can't do that, so think about it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What we see here is how is the work rate? Are they coachable, and are they listening, or are they doing their own job? So there is assessment here, but the most important one is game.
Use your left foot.
Some players don't shine in training, but the moment the referee blows his whistle, it's a complete change.
Patience, don't go in too early.
And some are very, very good in training and show everything, and don't show up in the game because they can't handle the pressure, they can't handle very strong coaching, they can't handle criticism. So, but the game is the most important thing to assess the player.
Andy captains the 18s in one of the pressure matches of the season. Like his teammates, every aspect of his game is under constant scrutiny.
He just says that we had enough chances to win the game and we should have done. And all the boys are awfully upset, and it was awfully quiet.
Andy's name is first up for assessment in the coach's post-mortem.
We have to make a decision to move him up to the under-21s and let him train with the first team from now on, because I think it's a problem for Andy to play Monday, under-21s play on a Friday or a Saturday under-18, and then train with the first team in the days just before the under-18 game. I think it's mentally for him not easy.
No, he's got to step up. Although he wasn't at his best on Saturday.
No, he wasn't.
But for him to push himself, that's what we've been saying. To ask a bit more of himself, he never done that on Saturday. In that game he should be standing out, but to go on to the next level we've been looking to do that anyway, so it's up to him to go, but he's got to work harder.
I mean, it's been said about him since day one he came in. If it's an easy game, and he takes it easy. If it's a tough game, and he plays and you see Andy in the game. But we can't let him pick and choose his games, that's the problem.
Remember, he was away with Scotland under 19 in Slovenia, and they played Greece, Faroe and Slovenia, and Ross Matty wrote him a letter that Andy was outstanding in the 3 games, on and off the park. He was a brilliant captain. So in a different environment, he was the Andy Dowie we expected at the club as well. Every day, every game, every level, under 18, under 21, first team training.
just accept defeat and get on with it. My next game's Monday night for under 21, so I just need to get this game out my system by then, and there's no point worrying about it for the next couple of weeks. You just need to get over it as soon as you can.
The biggest bonus on Saturday was definitely Burkie. He was the only really shining light in the game, so at least that's something positive we can take from the game.
The old-fashioned winger, Chrissy Burke, very tricky, gets a lot of free kicks. He is some special player, but he is unpredictable.
I think most wide players are. I mean, in the game, it's always been the case that the wingers are the ones that, you know, they're either they can make the game and win the game for you, or they're having a quiet game and they're like a man down. But it'd be good to see him playing at the higher level next year and see how he copes with it. I think he's got the willingness and the determination in him to be a player.
I moved to Rangers about halfway through under 14s, and then I was training for them for a long time. I stayed on at school to 5th year, done my hires, and then I signed for Rangers when I was 16.
He plays in a dangerous position because when you're going by players you can very easily get injured, you know, and at this point in time he's bouncing well, but the day may come where he'll not bounce properly, you know, and not ride that tackle. So you've got to give him credit for that, because he gets in where he get hurt.
Obviously it's very hard. You don't see many young Scottish boys like me making it through to Celtic and Rangers big team, do you? So it's obviously hard, but I think I've got a good chance of maybe getting a shot at it.
Young backwards. Give him an extra punish.
When I really wanted to be a football player, you know, I have to make these sacrifices of no going out drinking like the other boys were doing at my age, still at school, out partying, you know, you have to be dedicated. You only get really one chance at it, you know, and give 110%.
Now we're talking. Dad, can you take me for a pizza? Dad, can we go to McDonald's? Dad, can you drop me off at Murray Park? Dad, can you take me to the game?
That's what dads are for.
Dad, can you give me money? Dad is your favourite word?
No, usually you ask me for money now.
Ah, right.
From the minute I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's looking forward to getting into training. The journey there's is very demanding and it's tiring, and some days you think, oh, I wish I was in my bed or I was lying in a hot bath. Once you get into the club and you realise the facilities you're getting to use, and there's no better place to be in Scotland. I've been at the club now for 7-8 years. Well, I signed for Rangers full time about 4 months ago, and it's a 4-year deal. 2-year YT apprentice and then 2-year professional.
It's a good cross in, but there, Darryl, you're running into Burkie's error. You'll probably say it was a decoy run, thinking, right.
I decided to stay on school for 5th year. I happened to get 2 hires, which it wasn't what I'd planned for, but it was better than nothing. It gives me something to fall back on should I not make it in the game. Looking down the line just now, there is a lot of strikers at Rangers, but I'd say just now I'm obviously a good bit down the order, but I've got a wee while to go before I'm getting near the top, and I've got a lot to learn before I get there. So
walk away.
At the moment, I don't find I've got time for a girlfriend or anything at the side. To be honest, it's focusing on being a footballer until you've made it. To score a goal for Rangers at any levels, it's a great feeling, and I've enjoyed the goals that I've scored so far. It's getting to the stage now where there's a lot of people looking in, and you've got the manager coming watching the game, so scoring under 18s, under 21 levels, it's a big thing now.
Oh, Dan Brighton's having a holocaust.
Tom's been fine. He's been fine. He said he's bad games and like everyone else, but he knuckles down. I think his attitude's good. I really like the kid. With the assets that he has, if we can get something more from him in the next few months and then next season, then he'll be pushing himself very shortly into to try and get into the first of all the under-21 team and then first team squads, you know.
While the coaches rate Tom as one to watch, teammate Kevin's future is less certain as he struggles to get a game.
I play left midfield. I like to think my strengths are quite fast, good pass of the ball, good cross. I've been at Rangers for about my third year full-time professional, but I started playing when I was 14, 2 years rest form. It ends at the end of the season, so after that we'll just need to see what happens. I would like to get offered a new contract, but now it's not getting a regular game, which at my age I think I need. Well, it's difficult when the coach isn't picking you, but the boys are, at the moment, whoever's in my position, he's doing well, so he can't really complain at the moment, but it's his decision.
Yes, Bursky.
Well, my ultimate ambition is to obviously play at the highest level possible, but just to make a career at the game would be brilliant for me, and I'm quite confident that I can do that. I met Sarah when I was 14. I started a new school and obviously had my eye on her quite early, so I didn't start going out to her till I was 15. She's been really good to me and she keeps my feet on the ground and she understands the sacrifices I need to make from the job I've got.
This 18 squad has played together since they were 12 and 13. The coaches rated Peter as one of the most outstanding prospects. But that was last season. A meaningless pre-season friendly against Tranmere Rovers will rob him of this season, and maybe even his whole career.
The first 4 minutes of the game, I was running to the byline to get the ball, and I done a turn, the boy just came right through, 2-footer right through the back of my knee, and I just had a snap. I didn't even look at my knee, I thought my bone was sticking out or something. I just had a snap. I didn't know what it was at first. First couple of days I just thought it was a knock or something, but then I got the x-rays and the scan and I thought my cruciate ligament was gone.
Maybe the most complicating factor is that he injured also his articular cartilage, meaning that it is one of the bad injuries you can have in football, one of the worst.
The cruciate ligament is involved in controlling movement in the knee. It's very important for a footballer who needs to twist and turn. It's not so important perhaps for somebody running in a straight line, but football that involves rotational stresses, it becomes very important.
Rangers sent Peter to a Harley Street specialist.
I had to go down to London to see Mr. Brewitt. I asked him if he'd done it before, so I'd like to know, and he says, yeah, I've done a few players, especially Paul Gascoigne, who's come back really well from it. The cruciate ligaments, there's 2, and mine is in there, and he's come in there, took it out and replaced it with a bit of my hamstring, and so, screwed it together, so it knits. That's why it takes so long, out for months and months to knit together, so it doesn't snap again. It was scary at first, but you just got to think about, oh, you're going to come back, no bother. Just keep to think positive all the time. Come in every day with your head up, smiling.
Just try and feel your balance. It's a positive thing for us to be working with somebody who's motivated and who wants to get better, but I think it's important also that we help him to realise the extent of the problem and the potential problems that he faces in the coming months.
Yeah, because you can state that this is a career-threatening injury. I mean, it might be the end of his career if things don't work out we all hope for. I think no player likes to think of the period that his career ends, but sometimes we have to emphasize to him or to a player that there's
yeah, after football, it might be that he needs to find a career anywhere else, and that's always the hard part.
So we go to the official part now, and I have a wonderful blue Rangers blue pen, and we will sign the contract. I come to you, and also to you, so you can contra-sign them. Okay? This is the one with all your rights and duties, and I would like you to sign where it's called player. Okay. Charlie, you're a Ranger now. Welcome to Rangers Football Club.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I hope you will see your son play at Ibrox at the park over there.
Obviously it's a big thing to come out here when you've got 50,000 people, but it's a great atmosphere. Just to let you know that the main stand holds 22,000 people.
Coming through on the train today, myself and my wife. Just pride, real pride. I think it's a great achievement for him. I'm just really, really proud of him. That was it. And I think his dedication's paid off in the long run. What he's eventually come to a place like this, any of the biggest clubs in Europe. It's been brilliant.
Nervous times for Sarah and Kevin as we sit in on a crunch meeting that will decide his future.
Morning.
For under-14s David Ford, does size matter? It certainly helps him get a seat in his dad's men-only TV den. We take a look at the lineup of talent in the under-13 squad.
We now have invested in Murray Park. We want to try and produce as many youngsters as we can.
A step up to the first team squad for one youngster.